Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay. On the south side as the Jess Jade Sun, we have Gimmiecandy, not Grimmy. I've been watching too much Grim stuff. On the north side as the Acid Rain Koal, we got bmward520. Yeah, well, either way, when it comes to day-to-day benefits, we do have the vehicles more in particular get plus 10% attack. All other units excluding foot soldiers get minus 10% attack. So our ground game is good, barring infantry. Koal gets plus 10% attack while on roads, including air units. And of course, I'm bring up this chart just on the screen, just so I can give myself a little bit of a reminder what the power and 2 power is. So I'm gonna go ahead and forget to turn on my macros. There we go. And start creating the replay going. We do have a neutral base for both sides. Both players going to immediately capture on up. Do have an airport here, slightly behind some pipes, so that will need to be cleaned on up in order to get the airport going. Additionally, both players do start off with 1 health cruiser, which will provide a bit of reconnaissance since cruisers do offer good vision range. It also prevents Sammy players from instantly capturing HQ with an early victory march. Pair of compounds and center. It's also, when it comes to the plus attack on roads, we've got quite a bit of roads in the middle of the map. Do notice, well, while shores are equal to roads, not in this case. Koal does not like shores, just like roads. She does not like living on the beach, she prefers just be on the road. She's a roadrunner. Of course, speaking of roadrunner, we got a early recon there. Plus 10% firepower on roads is actually not too significant. There's a little bit more extreme benefits, but this is okay. You have an early tank to blow up by Koal, and this is Jess's recon, so I got those two mixed up. Jess has a tank up here as well. My apologies. Something I forgot to mention as well, there's also a port we can blow out transport. There's all sea as well, so maybe a battleship. But if you blow a battleship and you got shut off, something went very wrong. You of course got a tank and an artillery piece blown up by Koal as well. When it comes to Jess's superpower, she does get +1 movement for all of her vehicles and increase its firepower up to 20% from 10%. Of course, resupply fuel and ammo, and overdrive is +2 move and increase damage up to 40%, increase resupply fuel and ammo as well. While Koal is the alternative to Adder. It gets +1 movement for the power, and increase the road bonus to 20%, and +2 movement range, and +30% firepower. So these two COs are actually quite similar. Koal has no negatives for air units and some positives. Jess has negatives some air units, but minus 10% is not too big a deal, so battlecopters for Jess still perfectly fine. And both of them do get +1 and +2 movement, but Koal affects everything, Jess only affects the ground game. So these two CEOs, the more you look at it, are actually quite similar. Deletes her own cruiser there to get the recon back on the HQ. Wait, is Koal he or she? I have no idea. Is Koal he or she? I have no idea. Oh god, my brain is melting. I can't figure it out. We do now have a wounded recon here as well, which could be drawn for a bit of an ambush. Koal has multiple tanks up here. Jess is lacking some tanks. Both players have recon on this side of the map. So Koal's recon, or at least heading more in the center, while Jess is heading more northwards. Does get a first strike in the tank, nukes it. Does spot the Koal tank. Jess could push her tank forward, maybe to the city there as a good jumping off point. Got a artillery piece over here, more tanks. Got a decent force over here. We've got an early anti-air. It's actually not too early. I've been told you want to go between 8 to 10 days. You want to anti-air out. But no player as well. Battlecopter. Another anti-air by Jess. Not a bad idea, but Koal is simply not pulling out battlecopters. Koal still has to be careful of Jess battlecopters because minus 10% firepower on battlecopter is nothing too significant. Plus the combat power, it's just a standard old battlecopter. That's utterly ordinary. Tank on tank. Does a good strike there. Gets a roads benefits. You can see the difference between the two. 7 to 5, 8 to 4. Artillery piece there in the forest. Does spot the infantry there. Does push the recon forward. Busts to the wall. Able to gauge the tank. Great breakthrough there. Of course, it's not on a road. It's on the forest. So you have to set their plus 20% defense as opposed to plus 10% firepower. You shall suffer greatly because defense makes you survive longer, which means more suffering and pain. Does get a good direct strike there. Both players now have their power. Let's see, Koal's plus 20% firepower on roads. It's probably okay. I don't know exactly. Could be useful for this tank here. We've also got another tank over here. Plus 1 movement would be quite nice. I think Koal's going to pop his power almost immediately. Let's find out. As I see some good targets here, this tank can reach all the way to this 9 health tank and probably may even be able to one-shot it. Let's find out. Move, and there's the power. Brawler could have got plus 1 movement there. Oh well. And let's see. It pretty much knocks it out. Let's just take a quick look. Hello, Andy. Round 2. Meet Koal tank versus tank. 7 to 80%, so put it down to 1 health. So probably got a higher luck roll. Had percentage health. That recon's fully dead. Road strike there. Not really means much in this situation. Plus also gets plus 10 global, like of any other power and superpower. And everything's going to move forward 1 tile faster. Better jump off point. Gets a hit there. With the boosted power did do some decent damage there. But the heals will go up and will not finish it off there. Battlecopter, anti-air, recon. So quite a bit of performance there by Koal. And now there's just turbocharge. Let's see, that of course improve her. It gives all her vehicles plus 1 movement, increase the damage by 20%. She has no battlecopters. All the infantry are not affected. Good strike there. Infantry on infantry. Anti-air finishes off that tank once again. That was a great strike there. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. So now they both deploy the battlecopter in the same turn. Jess does have a 2,000 power or money income, and when it comes to differences in value, looks like it's coming down day to day. Each day to day, one person just gets slightly more funding or have more value in the field. Right here, both sides. Koal does have a good number of tanks, but lacking vision. The recon will be useful for this. Progressing the capture once again. Pulls back the tanks a little bit there in more defensive position. When I say defensive, I mean and 0-star shores. We'll get a first strike there. Anti-air will finish off the unit there. Gets a good strike down the infantry unit. Of course, once you play roads boosted strike here. And as well, I think she gets bonus damage only from roads, not from bridges. If there's any balance updates to improve some COs, I think Koal could get bonus damage at least being on bridges, at bare minimum. Though on shores, probably not, since it's more influence like a naval landing. I think getting bonus damage on bridges would be actually acceptable. I'm assuming she doesn't get any bonus damage on bridges. Here. Let's see if I turn this bridge. Does get power reduction, so yeah, no bonus damage from bridges. I believe she should. Or he. I have no idea still about that part. After all this time, I have no idea. It's probably he. The more I look at that face, the more I just have no idea. Gets a strike there. Not a great strike with 4 health infantry there. Also a good strike there. Does have Jess turbocharge now available. Defending himself. Gets a good strike there. Artillery gets a good hit there. Oops, I actually right click. Tank on tank. Gets a boost strike from the road. Finished off there. We do now have a Koal power. I'm not going to use this turn. Jess power may be used. Battlecopter, tank, infantry. Right now, Jess will start the turn of 96,000 versus 122. Of course, got the day-to-day income. She's effectively 120, so they're pretty even, though Koal's player 2, so would suggest to me that Koal's pulling ahead. Here comes the turbocharge. Whole artillery may not be hit this turn. Does get a bit of chip damage, nothing too significant. Koal now has the Trail of Woe, which I don't know. Koal has to be very, very careful. It may be better just go for a force march than the Trail of Woe. After all, doesn't need 2 movement speed, doesn't need 1. The extra bonus damage from roads is likely not going to be important. I think it's better for Koal to go for his power. Is it still here? Actually, I have no idea. Gotta go for the Koal power. Or rather than the Koal train. Goes for the full super. Not on the road. There's a road shot. Takes out that anti-air there. Takes out that. I wonder how close that is. Depending on the luck, it was luck dependent. Of course, I don't know what the fractional health is. This is not Tiny Wars. Comes out of nowhere and kills that one off. Roads boosted the infantry strike there. Battlecopter strikes the tank. Tank on shore. Good shot there. Artillery piece can still good shot on any of these units. Maybe on the other artillery piece. Not sure. Gets a good strike on the artillery piece. Infantry will finish it off. More tanks push right forward. The Jess has 2 battlecopters up here. Good strike there. We'll take out the Koal tank. And the artillery piece is effectively knocked out. Gets trapped there. Getting trapped like that, it's actually a bit of a problem. May have got a shot off on that recon. Wasn't paying exactly with exact attention of the distance. Jess ended the turn for 103,000. Koal will start the turn of 95, but still across the bank, so she's still slightly ahead, or he. Good shot there. Doesn't go for the 9 health tank. Why not the 9 health tank? Was that a misclick? May just want to finish off the wounded tank. I'm not sure. Up there, maybe that's one reason why. Yep, maybe I should just click on the next turn, next action, and then I'll figure out why. Good damage there. Oh, Koal has gone for a medium tank. Wasn't paying that attention to that to the last turn. Pulse movement speed for it wouldn't be half bad, and the tech up is quite nice. So down here, a lot of tanks here, a lot of Jess tanks. All of them are wounded. Most are severely wounded. Multiple tanks falling back to the various properties. Interior push forward, very nice. The medium tank will be very useful, help even out the playing field. Good strikes there from battle copters. Getting some good hits up here. Koal's anti-airs need repairs. This anti-air could push forward right there. Let's have another anti-air back here. Just as an active power or nor superpower. Maybe next turn would be useful when some of these tanks get up topped off in health. Finish off that wounded tank. Infantry units push way forward. Gets a good strike on the tank. Push off there. Tank, recon. Medium tank push right forward. Medium tank now in vision range. Not much Jess can do versus it. Maybe pop the superpower. Let's find out. Oh, Jess is a Neo tank. I'm not paying attention to what the fresh spawns are, have I? Falling back there, trying to bring another Neo tank to engage the medium tank. Pops the power. Of course, does not see the Neo tank right now, so let's see what it does. Maybe it's meant to engage how the battlecopters, the ATS engage the battlecopters. One goes down. Great boosted strike. Get some good hits there. This tank, of course, fall off the road. Gets back on the city. Drawing caps. 5 health anti-air. Severely wounds the battlecopter. Another anti-air push way forward. Does put the battlecopter here, not the Neo tank. With double Neo tank in the field, this could catch Koal off guard. Koal's just withdrawing here, knows a sizable force, does not know, of course, about the other Neo tank as well. Battlecopter, recon, tank, infantry. Koal feels like he's probably pretty capable of being defensive for the battlecopters in the medium tank. The Neo tank pops on out. Koal does have enough income to bring in a bomber, assuming not all of it gets consumed on repairs. Tank, triple tank. Maybe a Koal bomber could be a good item. Does have enough for a bomber, infantry. Takes out that unit there. And a Koal bomber does have good mobility, thanks to the power and superpower. Koal's aircraft are just inherently better than Jess's. And has possible for boosted strikes, but just utterly ordinary, and the more compatible power and superpower overall. Good strikes there. Does not know about this Neo tank just yet. Medium tank gets a boost strike on the regular tank. Overall, good strikes here. The medium tank can engage the Neo tank, but definitely needs a first strike. Neo tank to counter. Pops the superpower. It's in range of the medium tank. Oh boy. How much damage will this do to a... It will one-shot it. Oh boy. A boom. That is a massive first strike. Both tanks are basically knocked out, or both tanks are now down, so now battlecopters have trouble versus the anti-air. Koal is in severely bad situation over here. Does Neo tanks here as well? Let's see. Koal will start the turn of 119. Jess ends the turn of 137. Day to day will keep them even. But Koal's starting to fall behind. Pops the Force March. The Koal train runs a whole grain. Wait, that's the wrong game series. Good battlecopter strike there. It wasn't booster strike from the road though. Good strike there. Battlecopter's trying to get some work done. Pretty sure Koal should know about the anti-air roughly. Another medium tank up here. Artillery, infantry. Neo tank takes out the regular tank. Anti-air will get destroyed. And trying to flip it. Koal does have a decent amount of income lead as well. Battlecopter good strike there in the tank. Tank engaging infantry. One health infantry remains, but it's close to 1%. Battlecopter, tank, recon, infantry. Koal has 26,000. Let's see what Koal does. I feel Koal is starting to get more and more behind, but taking out Battlecopter is always a good way to get back on in. Booster strike for the one shot. Or the finish off. Booster strike on the Battlecopter to Neo Tank. Roughly keeping even health, which means it's good for Koal. Defending himself. Good hits there. One health infantry. I think that's 1% infantry took out the one health infantry. Battlecopter getting some shots on the Neo tank. Does get a higher luck rolls this time. Now here comes the medium tank. Of course, Koal's Neo tank's reinforcing, and Koal will have an edge here. Capture property. Trying to flip that property. Takes out the Battlecopter. Neo tank does fall back for a bit of repairs. Does spot the medium tank now. Does get a good strike there. Battlecopter goes down. Of course, medium tank, Neo tank, I believe, is in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for booster strike onto the city. Effective to nullify its increased defense stars. Medium tank, infantry, and maybe force march. Neo tank there. Medium tank there. Finish off those units. Battlecopter strikes the tank. Neo tank. I wonder. Yeah, it's gonna be a road boost strike. High enough luck roll will get the kill. Does not. Will. Good strike there. Boost strike onto the anti-air. Battlecopter, tank, and recon. Koal ends the turn with 139 with 1,000 bank is 140 versus Jess's 101 with 21 the bank. So she's starting to fall behind by a day. Gain some Koal handle those new tanks quite well. Jess, of course, can get a good shot. No, it is. I suppose with the superpower, can't get a good strike on this Neo tank. Or may just hit the medium tank. But either way, it won't be great, honestly. She may need just to pull the Neo tank back here and bring in another reinforcing medium tank here. Yep, she's starting to pull back a little bit there. She can't deal with the Neo tank and a medium tank. Only one. Brings in tank. I think it would better go for a medium tank here. Finish also the outlying units. Buying just some time. Now we've got a force march here. Let's see what it's used for. 1, 2, 3. So I don't see the Neo tank up or the medium tank right now. Will now. And that'll be a planes booster strike onto this medium tank. One-shotting it. Needed a close max luck roll. Or nearly max luck. So needed very high luck. Did get it. But honestly, being knocked to 1 health is good enough sometimes. Koal is starting to run away. Even though it felt like Koal was on the back foot some parts game. Here comes the superpower. She needs to make something get done. The medium tank, she knows it took out this unit here, so knows it's gonna be a bit of time to get over here. Plus the power was recently utilized, so maybe a neo tank on neo tank. Getting trapped like that's not good. If we go back a little bit. Yep, looks like he was trying to go. She was trying to go to the city here, but that was a pretty big mistake. Needed to strike the anti-air rather than get trapped there. One shot to that. Getting trapped on the anti-air in a forest is not a big problem. Not as much damage as I expected there. Falls with a strike there. Exactly knocking out that neo tank. This medium tank still will pose a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll be out of range though. Goes for infantry here. She saved up some money. Maybe she's going for a bomber. Maybe she's trying to go for a war tank here. She's taking quite a bit of losses up north. She's only slightly down by income. Reinforcing recons and tanks now heading over here. I have a feeling Jess may go for a war tank up here next turn. Or mega tank. Sorry, wrong days. 8 advanced wars. Nope, bomber. All the bomb needs to do is one shot the anti-air first. Then I have re-rain to hit everything else. Jess still has a good amount of vision in this area. Artillery piece heading up north, maybe trying to barrage down right here, maybe try to the pipe seam. May look to hit the late at the pipe seam. I think this artillery is meant for defense, protect this bridgehead. Oh, if anything crosses the bridgehead. Pops the forest march. Let's see what she does, or he. I still have no idea. Booster strike. The recon takes that one out. Booster strike takes out that one. No boost. No boost. Making some good headway. Anti-air infantry tank. Just has 24,000. Can bring another Neo or a bomber. Artillery does take a shot there onto the pipe seam. Takes time to destroy the pipe seam. Maybe double bomber to push out. Making some headway. Tank, anti-air, recon. Good strikes on the Neo tank, slowly picking away, and finish off the tank. Or medium tank. Koal's really starting to run away. We'll end the turn with about 190,000. With the bank, 190,000. Jess will start her turn with 76,000 in the bank. Has nothing, barely reached into hundreds. But she decides to reach for the resign button. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.